Not only is it a holiday haul, but it's actually my most probably reasonable one in quite a while, so that's a win. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing my holiday season book haul, is what I'm going to call it, because some of these are gifts. Most of them aren't, but there are a few in here that were gifts, including some special editions, which you may have seen from the thumbnail. Others are just things that I've gotten, and I've not actually exchanged gifts with my family yet, so I know I have at least a few more books coming, but I figured I would do this now because I have some I definitely wanted to show off and take a deeper look at there. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna try and go in somewhat chronological order so that I remember here. But first off, which I did post in the video about Silverstones, but if you didn't see it, I went last month, I think. Might have been, yeah, I don't know, around there. Went to Silverstone's Books. It's in Plattsmouth, Nebraska, and that's not that far from me, so it's a couple hour drive, but went and got this beautiful copy of Starbinder, which is a prequel to Eye of Eternity, the series by Mark Timoney, and it does have this signed book plate here too. I love this. I read the ebook of it, so I was really happy to add that to my collection. And then Carved Amidst the Shadows by M.T. Fontaine. I still don't really know much more about this, but my wife actually picked it out. She thought it looked cool, and I've heard some good things about it from there as well. So that was a nice thing to add. I wanted to make sure I grabbed a couple of things, and there were just so many things there. I was overwhelmed. I wanted to buy everything, so I just let my wife pick something out. We decided that would make it work. And then I got, after looking into, which I ended up getting a lot of books this way, but Andrew Supposedly Reads, of course, got a new version of the Dragonbone Chair, so he was willing to part with this one. I bought him some books to make up for it a bit, but this beautiful original hardcover of the Dragonbone Chair, which will match the two that I have up here as well, and this is in decent condition. These are so hard to track down. They're very expensive. Just getting the regular hardcovers at all is usually anywhere from like $75 to $90, and often that's for one in terrible condition. So they're harder to track down, so I was really happy to get that. I love the original art, love the series, and now I can add that up and have all three of the original hardcovers because I just could not bring myself to pay for the fancy one. So I'm really, really happy with that. As well. Then we have some half-price books pickups, which I got these, I don't know, a while back. But The Dark Forest and Death's End by Chin Liu, I think is how you say it. I've had the three-body problem for a while in this edition, this spine, and I haven't read these yet, but I've heard good things. I do find it so funny that literally there's a blurb from President Barack Obama on these, which is odd for sci-fi, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't have expected that, but so I find that funny. But I figured I would grab these and add them to the collection because they're some nice looking books, and I do plan to read these at some point as well. Because I know the three-body problem was really, really popular, and I've heard good things about the others as well. So I had those, and this is actually the most recent one in the half-price books, and I picked up The Path of the Hawk by Ian Graham. I don't really know a whole lot about this. I know it's supposed to be a darker series. I have actually a book I did a first chapter of called Monument by this author, which seemed really interesting. It was kind of a, kind of grimdarkish type of thing and subverting a lot of tropes, doing something really different. And I haven't gone back and actually read that, but they had these and they were like, so they must have got a bunch of these in because they had several brand new, and it was only like $5. Could not pass on that, so I ended up grabbing that as well. Then we have a couple of things I got. I was talking to Andrew D. Meredith, and there was a bookstore closing near him, and they had a couple of things that I was very interested in, including The Trials of Ashmount by John Palladino. I've been meaning to get to this one for a while, and I'm pretty sure I have an ebook, but I figured, hey, that was a good opportunity to get the physical. And unbeknownst to either of us at the time, this copy's actually signed. So the signed copy was in there, and that makes it even better. All the cooler that it's a signed copy. And then this beautiful hardcover of The Golden Key. This is by Melanie Ron, Jennifer Roberson, and Kate Elliott. I have also done the first chapter of this, and this is one that I was going to wait until I really felt in the mood for it. But let me find... Oh, is it... I don't know exactly where it is, but I have a mass market paperback, which is tiny. And this is a huge book. So this is going to be a much more pleasant reading experience. And like the print's actually still fairly small in here. I can't imagine actually reading this in that mass market paperback. So now I will probably get to this a lot sooner, now that I actually have a copy that'll be much more comfortable to read. So I'm happy to have that as well. I'm going to have to make room for all of this on the shelf. So that's going to be another fun activity. Then we have gifts I got from Wiser, which is our Christmas gift exchange in the Discord. Link is always in the description. And I got sent Divinity's Twilight by Christopher Russell, or Rebirth. I can never remember Divinity's Twilight, Rebirth, the whole thing. This is one that's been on my list for a while because of Andrew. And so I've been meaning to get to this as well. This is one I might also have an ebook, but when I have a physical book, A, I love my physical media, and B, it also just makes me more likely to get to it because when I see it and I have the reminder, so that'll be likely. And then this was from Tori, by the way, from Tori Talks. And then she also was able to sneak in this copy of Alchemy of Masks and Mirrors, which I have been meaning to track down a reasonably priced used copy of this for quite a while, and so I ended up just putting it on my wish list because I'm like, well, we'll put it there. And so this one, which she specifically commented that she wants to read this too, so maybe we'll end up doing a buddy read at some point next year, which would be good because I've had books 2 and 3 of this for so long, because I got them on Book Outlet back in the day. I didn't like the audio. I tried to do the audio, so I just needed to wait until I got a physical copy, so now I have it. Really nice imagery here, and the book seemed really interesting as well, so I'm excited to get to that one. So before we go and take a look at the special editions, which I know many have probably been eagerly awaiting, I know I have been as well, the last one I want to talk about that I received as a gift, which is very bittersweet, is Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wong. I'm really interested to try this. I had, with The Sword of Kaigen, really, really loved parts of it, and I had issues with other parts, and I haven't read anything else from its author, so I'm really interested to try this. This was sent to me by Sharon, who has recently passed away, and actually told me she was sending a gift, and then I ended up getting it after finding out that she had passed away, so very bittersweet. This is going to be one, even if I don't end up loving the book, which hopefully I do, most certainly will be keeping this forever as well, and so that's going to be added as well. Moving to a brighter note, let's take a look at the special editions, which were gifts from my wife. And so the first one, and I showed this off a little bit in the Christmas video because she gave me this one to open on Christmas Eve, so I had it. But we have, in His Majesty's service, this beautiful bind-up of the first 3 Temera books by Naomi Novik. I had just recently read the first one, absolutely loved it, and I'm probably going to still keep reading out of my old beat-up paperback copy that is the same bind-up, because I don't want to actually damage this. And this is absolutely beautiful. For those two who were wondering about the size of the dragons, I mentioned that in my review of the first book, His Majesty's Dragon. Huge. So this has this beautiful full art dust jacket. It did come with this bookmark too. This is from Grim Oak, by the way. I'm going to very carefully take this beautiful dust jacket off. Here's the full cover art here as well on it. Very, very nice. And this is leather bound. Some great design here. And of course it is a signed copy. Where's the signed page? I don't know. I missed the signed page apparently. But the more exciting thing is we've got some really cool full color, like actual photo pages too. Like this is not just printed. Like these are actual photo pages, including there was a really cool one. This isn't the one I was looking for, but this is also really cool. Just showing the dragons, and there's one of them like fighting in it, and it's so cool. It's very, very cool. Just really, really cool art, and I really enjoyed the first book so much, so I'm really excited to continue with this series, and this is an absolutely beautiful copy to add to the collection, certainly. And then we have, which I finally have a physical copy of. This is another one that I did audio for Between Two Fires, and I'd never actually gotten a physical copy, and this is, who is this from? Because this is from somewhere else, which is a signed and numbered copy as well. Midworld Press. It looks like who this is through. Um, these margins in the print definitely made it look like they wanted to make this look like a bigger book. But this is a beautiful copy of this hardcover with the cool art. And then there is some art in here as well. This one's not leather. It is just a traditional hardcover, but also has these just beautiful like photo page art in this one. And man, this one, I'm debating on if this is too nice a copy to read out of or not, because I feel like it probably is, to be honest. Here's some other art here as well. But I really, really loved this book so much, and so I'm really, really happy to have this beautiful copy as well with it. So those are the two special edition ones as well. Like I said, I know I'm getting at least a couple more books from my family once we do meet together to exchange gifts. We always in-laws usually we do around Christmas, and then my family is usually sometime after when everybody can get together, and so that's kind of the norm. But figured we would do this now. But that's what I have with this one. So let me know what books that you got for the holidays that you're very excited for as well. Hopefully some cool stuff as well, or what you think of any of these books as well that I got here. I'm excited to get to a lot of these that I have them. I'm excited to have these beautiful copies of the ones that I have as well. So all in all, a really great haul and not a crazy number of books. So I have really been cutting it back, and too, a lot of gifts were focused around the coming baby because we announced to our families and everything around Thanksgiving, and so we've been getting a lot more stuff there and like going to the baby registry. So it's now like I have a baby registry, which link in the description if you want to send something for that instead of a book. That'll help me with getting less books, reading more, and there. So I'll pop it in there as well too, but been shifting gears a little bit there, and which is probably good because I have less space for books after moving to this room, so I need to definitely not get as many. So hopefully we'll have very infrequent and modest book hauls in the next year, and that will be the goal, and we'll see. Or probably be some more like kids books and stuff as well. So we'll have to see there. But that's it for this one though. Make sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Check the link in the description as always for the Wizardly Enclave Discord. If you want to chat books, whether any of these books, other books, really anything at all. It's a lot of fun. We'd love to have you. And of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe.